What is good, Unique Fam? Back with another video. Kind of just going off of last video and continuing the topic of energy, frequencies, and vibration. Frequencies probably being the main word we're going to use when we're talking about the third eye, or your pineal gland, which is the actual organ in your brain, if you want to look into it, because third eye is just some woo-woo out of the blue bullshit to you. Then look into the pineal gland, because it's very, very real stuff and interesting, and I like to talk about it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it, man. I stopped my walk, pulled off to the side, propped my phone up on a tree so I could get this video going for y'all today, and to talk about frequencies. Hey, but yeah, the pineal gland, it's a gland that is in your brain that its key function is to receive and send signals. So that all, like, to people who already have an understanding of what I'm talking about, that's what I would call your sixth sense. Like, kind of when you know something but no one said anything, or you haven't seen anything but you just know, like you have that feeling. That's most likely your third eye or your pineal gland doing what it does and receiving a signal from the fourth dimension, the energies and frequencies that we can't see. That's why last video was important. But man, yeah, no, this is just the stuff that I'm really into, and we can get deeper into it because I want to put this information out there to help people kind of understand it for themselves, and become interested to look more into it, and realize the power that we really have. And if we really get into it, the reason why people aren't too aware about this organ that we have in our brain is because a lot of things in today's age actually suppress the activity of that organ. One being too much blue light, poor diets, fast food, that shit is fucking you up. Lack of sunlight. What else? There's a lot. Fluoride in the waters. The ones that know. It's like, that's the reason why. A lot of people are just blindly following things and are disconnected from their intuition. Boom. That's really what your third eye is. Your third eye is your intuition. Your knowing, your internal knowing. And there's a lot of meditations and practices that you can do to like tap in with that. You could call it an ability, for real. It's it's something neat, especially when like we talk about frequencies and dimensions in the other videos, and like I know some people might think like, okay, yeah, this is all cool and it makes sense, but like, what is it? How does it apply to my life? And it's like, when you're thinking third dimensionally and everything you see around you, it makes sense to think like that. But when you raise your level of consciousness and start to understand that there are higher forces, or let's just keep it with higher forces that have an effect on this lower realm, if you want to have more control of it, it probably would help to tap into those higher forces. And one way you can do that is by utilizing your pineal gland to even just be aware of the energies around you. Truly, I've found that to be really helpful with keeping a peace of mind, following my intuition, and just reading situations. So yeah, that's why I wanted to bring awareness to this idea. Okay, I remember where I was going with this point. I mean, I just named 3 reasons why the pineal gland is important, but if we want to go more into an explanation, it's like everything is energy. Think of your pineal gland, your third eye, as an antenna. It receives the energies that you can't see, and almost, I don't really know how to like describe your intuition. You could look it up. It could be a feeling, it could be a thought, or it could just be like a knowing. Like you feel it in every cell of your body, like you just know. But also to do so, just like if you want a good functioning body, you got to take care of it. So you got to take care of your pineal gland. Yeah, I don't want to drag this out too much, but I do want to make important of the fact that just because you can't see these things with your 5 physical senses doesn't mean that they're not important. And if you actually expand and open up your perspective a little more, you can start to find and realize that there are ways to perceive and interact with these higher dimensions, or these higher frequencies. So yeah, that's definitely where I want to start taking the channel. I mean, I already have, but I have a lot more that I would want to talk about, just like the pineal gland. It's like when we get into manifestation or chakras, but like at the same time, I'm still learning everything myself. And I said in the last video, I don't have a degree in any of this. It's just purely what I'm interested and what I look into. So, and I just want to share the little knowledge that I do have. So yeah, hopefully this video gave someone an understanding, piqued an interest, and made sense to be able to start to connect the dots. And yeah, we'll just keep going as we go. I'm thinking probably next video I'll go into the chakras, since we talked about the third eye and the pineal gland and how that chakra system lines up with that gland. The same goes for the other 6 chakras. There are also corresponding glands. Something to look into. But yeah, I would love to talk about the chakras and what they represent, their colors, how to cleanse them, how to charge them up, and all that good stuff, all of that. So yeah, it's gonna be it for the video. I'm gonna continue my walk, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace and love.